Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back. I'm going to be recapping the week of January 22nd and planning for the week of January 29th. Wow. This month has felt like 10 minutes. It's gone by really fast for me. How's it gone for you guys? Has it gone fast for you as well? I got this new mug from a friend. Oh, well, I guess I can't really show it, can I? It's got like polka dots on it. It's so cute. I got it for my birthday from her. Yeah, so it's like my favorite mug now. The shape, it's just perfect for my coffees. Yeah, this week has just flown, or this month has flown by for me. It's been busy, which I guess when you're busy, right? Things tend to go faster, like time goes faster, but yeah, it's like really fast. All right, so here is my week. Let's do a quick flip. So it's my weekly dashboard here, and I don't think I did do some memory planning, actually. I did 2 weeks the other 2 nights ago. Felt good to get back in there. Yep, that got done too. But otherwise, this is how I've done. Oh, you know what? I did stretching. Okay. This is how I've done. Okay, so then here's my time blocked week. So so Monday, Ryan decided, let's play hooky. So I literally was sitting down to do my calls and he's like, let's go to the lake. We haven't been to our cottage in a while. Our cottage is not winterized, so we close it down for the winter. But it was somewhat of a mild day on Monday. So he's like, let's go to the cottage and just check on it and, you know, just do a little getaway. So we did, and it was just, oh, it was lovely. I mean, it was still cold, but not as cold as it has been. So we went to the cottage, turned on the heat, and then drove around just to, you know, see what's new. A lot of people where our cottage is, they lift their cottages, especially the cottages that have been there for years and years, like they're older. So the grading is off because as newer cottages get built or people renovate, tear down and rebuild, they improve their grading. So then the older cottages are a lot lower. And so when it rains, the water just, it just pools. We're one of those cottages. Ours is from 1958. And I think we're like on our street, we're one of 2 that needs to be lifted. Anyways, that's a conversation for another time. It's very expensive. We've looked into it. We've already spent 12 grand in engineering fees. Like, it's a process. So yeah, anyways, it was just neat to see, you know, there was one that got torn down and something else is being built. And then there was another one where it's like, you know, you can see water under it. It's like that needs to be lifted. So it was finally lifted and new foundation. And yeah, so anyways, it's just neat seeing what's new. And then we explored and walked by the water. It was lovely. And then went back to our cottage. And we don't have any internet or anything like that, but we have a DVD player and some DVDs. So we threw in a DVD and watched an episode of King of Queens. It's one of our favorite sitcoms. And then just had a tea. So we had bottled water because the water shut off as well. So we had bottled water, and yeah, we had a tea and just snuggled up on the couch for about 45 minutes and then went home. Anyways, so it was lovely. It was just lovely, just what we needed. And then it was back to work. Yeah, it was productive. I worked solid for Tuesday to Thursday on real estate. And then Friday I worked on buy sell plan. So, and then Saturday did, an open house with Tyler, and I showed a property in here. I forget what day it was. Yes, Tuesday. And then we put an offer in on, it was for a lease, but we put an offer in. We were competing with one other person and our client got it. So we did all the paperwork for that. Leases are more work than helping someone buy a house. So 2 days of back and forth with the other side and getting all the paperwork done, like, wow. So anyways, so that was great for our client. And then, okay, so let's just go through the dailies here. So yeah, Monday we drove to the cottage. So yeah, we were from 1 until we got home at 8. So it was a nice little getaway. I still did my market minute. I did it at the cottage. I did the editing when I got home because I don't have internet at the cottage. So I tried to do it from my phone with my data, like on iMovie. It's not easy to do it on the mobile. So anyways, so that's that. And then Tuesday, I did lead gen at 10. And so, you know, my time blocked schedule, my goal is to always be on the phones at 11. I want to do my morning routine at 9. And my morning routine consists of, I don't know if I have my routines in here. No, I do not. Hang on 1 second. They are back here. So my morning routine consists of stretching, doing I need to update this. Yeah, but anyways, so some pelvic floor physio like Kegels and other types of movement. You know, wash my face, put my contacts in, drink lots of water before I start drinking coffee, review my goals, review my schedule and my tasks. So that's my morning routine, and then getting on the phones by 11. So that's what I'm really striving to do, and it just doesn't happen. So I woke up at 8:30. I have to take my thyroid medication first thing, and I have to wait an hour before eating. So when I wake up, I'll take my thyroid pill. So for example, like 8:30 here, 8:30 here. I got out of bed at 9:30, and then I just felt really motivated. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get on the phone right now. And because I knew I had a showing at 12:30, I didn't want to get on the phone at 11 and then be rushed. So yeah, so I did lead gen, we did our showing, and then I did more calls when I got back. Then Ryan and I went on a hike. Oh my gosh, Tuesday was the most beautiful day. It was the biggest, fluffiest snowflakes. It snowed all day. There was so much snow. So we went for a hike in the forest, and because of how much snow there was and the terrain was so different, oh my gosh, were we sweating? And just, we usually go for a good hour, but I think it was like 35, 40 minutes, and we were like, yeah, we're done. It was really hard, but it was just so beautiful. I took some pictures and videos, of course. If I remember when I edit, I'll insert one here. Okay. Anyways, got back, prepped dinner, and then I just, you know, yeah, just enjoy our night. We finished a show on Netflix called Louder Milk. Highly recommend. Oh my gosh, it is so cute and so funny. So we've been watching that, but yeah, we finished it, so I'm sad. And then I did my nails. So I did a French manicure. I haven't done a French in a while because I broke this nail really like far down. So then I trimmed all my nails, and then I've just been wearing a solid color. So then when I took off my polish, I was like, you know what? I think they're long enough for a French. And yeah, but anyways, look, they're chipping. I don't know if it's the nail polish or because of the amount of cleaning and dishes that I do, but oh, so annoying. So I have to do my nails tonight, and I like my nails to last like a good week and a half, 2 weeks if possible, but this has only been not even a week, but anyways. And then I did my journaling, and then Wednesday here, yep, took my pill at 9, CEO time, started my day with that, and then did follow up in the afternoon. So I didn't do my follow up at 11. And then I did a buyer consultation. It was over the phone because they're out of town wanting to purchase an investment property here. And then, oh, I was at the office. Tyler and I went to the office this day, and then I was fiddling with the printer at the office. I need to print out my February inserts, and I've been struggling to get the right shade of pink. So when I printed this was way too light. It printed lighter than what it looked like on digitally. So every shade of pink I was trying, it's more like this shade of pink, like a rose, and I wanted it brighter. So anyways, I spent like a good half hour printing out a whole bunch of samples, and they just weren't right. So I'm like, leave it alone. Obviously, I'm not printing my inserts yet for February. So actually last night, Ryan helped. Ryan is so good on Canva, and because he does all of our marketing for a real estate business. So he sat down with me for like an hour and taught me some things about lining things up. And oh my gosh, I'm just like, how do you know all this? It was amazing. But anyway, so this is the color that we came up with, and it printed much brighter, but I don't know if I'm 100% happy with it. What do you guys think? I mean, I like it, but I kind of want, I mean, it's sort of, yeah, it's similar to this color. I don't know. I'm just really struggling. I don't know why. Something just shifted, and I'm just like, I'm like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It has to be just right, and I just can't seem to get it just right. And then I've spent a lot of time, so Friday, I spent a lot of time, I didn't do any real estating, and I just focused on Canva and working on my half-letter inserts. So I just printed just one page out just to see. It's not, I just cut with scissors. I didn't use my paper trimmer, just to see how it looks. So I think I need to shift this over a little bit so I can have more room for the holes, right? So that it doesn't go into the line. So shift everything over a little bit. And this one can be shifted more over to the left because the holes will go here. But I think it's pretty good considering I resized it from personal wide. Yeah, so that's a little update on that. So yeah, that felt good. I did yoga. Oh my gosh, you guys, from the hike that we did on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, my butt muscles, my glutes were so sore. Like it actually woke me up from sleeping. Like they were that sore. So I guess I use muscles that I don't use on a regular basis, you know, hiking through snow. So yeah, I did a nice yoga and then did more Canva. And then on Saturday rather, did the open house. And it's in Brantford, so it's an hour away. So an hour drive there, an hour drive back, and then the open house. And then I had to stop by a health food store, get some supplements. And then we watched American Nightmare on Netflix. It's 3 episodes, so we're like, oh, we'll watch one for the next 3 nights. But we couldn't stop watching it, so we watched all 3. So good. Yeah, so that's it. And then here's today. So that's my week. Hopefully that wasn't too much rambling for you. I hope that wasn't too boring for you. So weekly planning. First up is my week recap. So I recap my compass card and then I recap my numbers for the week. So let's go through my compass card. My goal was to read 3 times this week and I did not read at all. My goal was to do meditation 3 times and I did do meditation 3 times. Physio 3 times. I did not do my physio 3 times. So these are physio exercises I do them for my pelvic floor muscles. I do them for my glutes and my left shoulder. Yeah, and I was so sore from that hike. I didn't do any strength training. And I mean, the yoga class that I did is kind of strength because it was actually pretty hard. I was like sweating and my heart rate was up. Like it was really good, but like not with weights. Yeah, I was just really sore from that hike. And then my goal was to get to bed by midnight. So I checked off yes for these 3 times, these 3 days here, because it was like 12:15 one night, 12:20 another night. It was like before 12:30 every single night. Did I on Thursday as well? Yes, I did Thursday, but Friday, no. Friday was closer to 1, and then it was like 1:30 last night. I was like, oh, tomorrow's Sunday. But I'm proud of myself because if you've been with me for a while, you know what a struggle that is for me because I'm a night hawk. But I'm working on training my body like to get tired. So actually there was a few nights where it was like, you know, just about 12 o'clock. I'm like, whoa, I am tired. So I just went to bed. It was really great. And the meditation helped too. I did notice a difference the nights that I didn't do my meditation because I do my meditation right before bed. And the nights that I didn't do it, I noticed that it did affect my sleep. So I don't know 100% if there's a correlation there. I'm also in the first 10 days of my cycle. And so if you're in perimenopause, you understand this, or if you've been through it, So hot flashes and sleep disruptions and things like that. But I use progesterone cream, and that has been a game changer. But I can't use it during the first 10 days of my cycle. So I do notice during that time, everything is off. Like I wake up with temperature issues, like I'm too hot or I'm freezing cold, and just waking up for no reason. All the symptoms. So anyways, it's been a tough week. So I'm looking forward to today's day 10. I start my progesterone cream tomorrow, and I cannot wait because I want to get back to normal. And I was really emotional this week. My goodness. Like I felt great. I woke up every day great. And then just all of a sudden, I'm crying. And my husband's like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, nothing triggered me. I'm not sad. Just feelings of emotions coming out. Oh, what a roller coaster. Okay, so that's how I did with that. My CEO team leader role, I did not purchase our Popeye items. It didn't happen. Didn't work on our blog, and I didn't do any of these. So they're all going to be migrated. My realtor role, I did do my calls 3 times, and I did not get any bombs in. I could not be in front of a camera this week. And then confirm with my friends. I did see my one friend on Tuesday, and chatted with her about the 2 of us getting together. So we're still coordinating, still working on that. Okay, and then as far as my numbers, it was a good week actually. So I did 55 contacts. My goal was 20. So 35 plus 35. So 50 of these contacts were just follow-up, and the other 5 were following up with leads that came in. We have some ads running right now, so these are all Facebook leads. Five of these contacts were the Facebook leads. Yeah, so 9 out of 3 for leads plus 6, and then appointments booked. I booked 1, I held 1. Haven't signed a contract yet. It's just very early. We're still in the discovery phase with that appointment, and then no firm deals other than the lease, but we don't really count leases because it's not a buy or a sell. So this is the breakdown of my numbers. So I do have a contract signed here. I documented it because I did sign 1 for a lease, and then it was 1 firm deal. Oops, I meant to do that here, actually. She signed last week. Anyways, 1 firm deal, but it was a lease. So what worked? I did follow-up calls 3 times this week. I had really good connections. I feel really good about how we've organized things in our CRM. So I have like a watch list, and I have like a hot list. So that way, for people that want me to follow up on in a certain time frame, it's very organized now. Whereas before, it would, I'd review my notes when doing my follow. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was supposed to call them 2 months ago, right? So yeah, we're feeling really good about that. We've spent a lot of time on it, and yeah. So that was good. And then what didn't work, I didn't do any content planning. Ugh, I struggle with that. And then sharpen the saw, I didn't do my physio. I'm really sore from my hike and very headachy and emotional this week. I think I'm wondering if, because the temperature, like we had minus 20 degrees, really, really cold, to like overnight +5, like that drastic change in temperature. I think there might be something there because I've been very headachy. I've had like 2 migraines this week. So that really zaps motivation, energy, all that. And then best use of my time, I did a lot less scrolling this week, a lot more digital detoxing, like not on purpose, I guess maybe on purpose, just not engaging, like just put my phone down and then just do other things. And yeah, it's really good for your mental health. Highly recommend. But I was too tired to read. I went to bed a lot earlier this week. So yeah, feel good. We're getting there, one step at a time. Okay, so let's review my quarterly goals and see how we're doing there. Now it is 29, 30. I think we have 3 days left of the month. So I will be doing my month recap. But let's just see here. I was looking at this yesterday, and I don't think anything else is checked off. My goal was to have, my half letter inserts done by the end of the 3rd quarter. So I'm doing quite well with that. So I'll just show you my project section. I don't think it's been a while since I've shared this. So this is sort of a master project list. So I have them numbered here, what the project is and what category it is. And then here's where I break it down. So for example, this is project number 9, which is sticker organization, right? And then when I started it, when I finished it. And then this is project number 11, which is my half letter inserts. So I've done quite a bit so far. So this is all of the inserts that I need to create in the half letter size. And then over here, project number 11, this is steps continued, right? Because I just, this isn't enough room to completely, like you put your steps, and then if you want to elaborate on anything, it's not enough room. So that's why I have this. So I did day on 2 pages for people who are not in sales, day on 2 pages for people who are in sales. So I have all the sales trackers, and then I just put the month, the first initial of the month. So just July to December, because my goal is to open up a digital planner shop sometime in June for July. So I didn't bother with January to June because I don't know, those months will have passed. So I got 4 done. I also did day on 1 page with no trackers, day on 1 page with trackers. Right now I'm working on a week at a glance. I need to check off a couple more because I did a few more of those yesterday. Anyways, so far that's where I'm at. So by the end of March, I should definitely be able to have all of my half letter inserts done. Like this should all be done by end of March, no problem. If I did all of this in 1.5 days, I can definitely get this all done by end of March. So yeah, a lot of these are still focuses. That won't change. So a lot of this probably will be similar when I do my goals for February. So anyways, that's where I'm at there. Meal plan, strength, yeah. Started strong with some of those and then completely fell off. Okay, so let's set my goals for next week. This will not take long. So I'm going to do my numbers and then we will review my rolls, big rocks, and set up my compass card. So my numbers are the same every week. I have it broken down. I have it broken down on my monthly, right? What my goal is for the month based on my goal for the year, my goals for the quarter, for each quarter. Then I break it down for the month and break it down for the week. Okay, so that's that. And then as far as rolls and big rocks, let's see which ones need my attention this week. So for sharpen the saw, I just wrote in here, start reading again. Instead of putting a number on how many days, I just want to just start reading again this week. Meditation before bed, continue with that, doing physio 3 times this week and be in bed by midnight, and work on my AM routine. I find I have a better day when I have that time to myself in the morning, and it's very important for me as well, based on my human design. Actually, I'm not supposed to just get up and go. I am supposed to take my time in the mornings to wake up and, you know, do some self-care. So that's something, I feel like that's part of my corporate conditioning, where I would wake up, pack my lunch. It's all about getting ready and getting out the door and not having time in the mornings. So yeah, I need to, now that I don't have to be at a destination for 8:30 or 9 a.m. every day, it's like there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do that. So still a work in progress. And then my CEO team leader role, a lot of them are the same as this past week. So purchase our Popeye stuff. Valentine's Day is in a couple weeks, so I definitely need to get that done. Work on my blog, content planning, and tag our Q1 CMAs. And then my realtor role, calls 4 times this week, reschedule with, there's an agent. We were supposed to have lunch together, but then she got a migraine, which is funny because I'm like, me too, except I felt fine that day, but I think it's something to do with the change in weather. Anyway, so we need to reschedule for this week. And then I want to do 1 or 2 cold call sessions. I mean, I really want to focus just on my follow-up, because based on my goals, if you've been with me and you've watched my 2024 goal planning, my numbers are based on what's in my database, but I still want to add to my database. So I want to do 1 or 2 cold call sessions. And then wife and mom role, I want to meal prep with Ryan. Ryan and I have talked about that because I do all of the cooking, actually, like all of the cooking. And sometimes, especially on a really busy day, I'm really tired. And he's awesome. He'll be like, what can I do? And, you know, I'm like, peel potatoes, you know, do this, do that. And so he's like, just let's meal prep together. I'm like, yeah, and we actually have a lot of fun. We're very playful, my husband and I. So anything we do, it's fun. So yeah, so just, you know, planning that out with him, like to do our meal prep together, and it'll save on time because it's 2 of us doing it. And then write our menu on the fridge. So like I have in my head, I know, you know, based on, okay, this is how much meat we have, this is what we have, produce, blah, blah, blah. Look up recipes on Pinterest or Google, whatever. And then I just like that. Like I just figured out on the fly, but I need to like plan it out and write it out on the fridge, because there are some nights where we're really busy. And if it's on the fridge and the food is prepped, then one of my kids, if they're home, because I have 2 adult kids, they can take over. So I recognize that that's something that I need to do to take the pressure off, and it's up to me to do it. My kids are very capable, but you know, they're like, well, I didn't want to start in the kitchen because I know that you have a whole thing of how you want to make the food, and you know, and all of that. So that's where that comes in. And then book with my 2 best friends. Yes, we need to book that date. Okay. So what's up next? So that was reviewing my roles, choosing my big rocks, and doing my compass card. Let's look at my monthly calendar here. I did not do the mid-month market video. Oh yeah, and I wanted to post it before and after. Okay, I can do that. I don't usually like to post before and after photos until after the property has closed, because while the homeowners are still living in it, I just feel like, no, you shouldn't post before and afters, right? So, I'm just going to, while it's on my mind, I'm going to write it in here. I mean, everybody likes looking at before and after photos, right? I know me, like I can't get enough. I love that. So I'm like, I don't know if it's weekly or monthly. I'm not sure how often, but I want to start getting more consistent on posting before and after pictures, because when I go to a listing appointment, before staging or anything, I always take pictures of the property. A lot of it's for my memory, so as we're planning for the listing, I'm looking through the pictures, right? Like when I need to write up the blurb about the property, you know, things like that. It helps trigger for Ryan and I our memory on what the details of the property, but it's also good for before and after. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do that. Let me see. Main focus, back to the basics, new agent mindset, routines, meal planning, team meetings, digital detox. Yeah, I think we've been doing pretty good with that. We did our monthly team meeting, and then we've done 2 team meetings throughout the month. And then digital detox, could get better at that for sure. But yeah, back to the basics. And I feel like we have had that new agent mindset, and it's actually been really fun to sit down and kind of reflect back when we were new. What did we do different than what we're doing now? And yeah, so we're getting back to the basics in a lot of ways. Okay, so where are we here? When did Tyler and I go to the office? Was that Wednesday or Yes, that was Wednesday. I'm gonna write in the buyer consultation that I had, because I like to reflect back on the month, right? To see what happened when. Hope I'm still in frame here. Oh my goodness, what happened here? My ink smudged. Could have sworn that was dry. Okay, we are done. We are updated. Okay, update monthly, master task list. Yeah, still a lot to do. Oh, month on 2 pages is done. I might do one of these today. To help me remember, because my intention is always to do a flip of the month before I change everything over. And I forget so often. I want to be consistent with that. So that's why I'm going to start writing it in here on my master task list. So I might do a January flip of my planner, even though there's 3 days left in the month. I just know it's going to be busy over the next 3 days. So I probably won't get to it. So anyways, yeah. So those will get checked off then. So I have that on my task list for this week. Social media planning, I have that. Post first blog, that's probably not going to happen. I mean, I won't exit off just yet. You never know. I might be able to post one. And then we have our seller guides when we go to a listing appointment, but it's just stapled and I wanted to bind one. It's not urgent. So yeah, that's neither here nor there. All right. So I don't think there's anything really to transfer because I've already got a couple of those things on my compass card. And then I am working on my half letter day on one page. It's just have many versions of them, so that's why I haven't checked it off yet. Okay, so next up, let's schedule my week. So I'm going to look at my weekly task list, and if there's anything that is still relevant, I will put that in here, and I'm going to fill everything out and then update my schedule. So I'll speed this part up. Okay, let's see. keeping my tasks nice and light because I have a pretty heavy compass card this week. And I have learned that the hard way. Having too much in your compass card and then too many tasks, how can you possibly get it all done with everything else that you have going on, right? So main tasks there, my top follow-up, work routines, and then my sharpen the saw. And then the only routine here I have is, for personal routine is oil pulling. You know what I'm thinking of doing, you guys? I am thinking of doing a 30-day challenge, a habit starting February 1st or maybe I'll start it because February is only 28 days, right? So I could technically start it tomorrow because then that will take me till the end of, you know what I mean? Like I'll fill up the whole thing because the first 3 days will be January and then the rest will be February. Anyways, for oil pulling, I really want to get back into that. It's really good for your oral hygiene. Yeah. So I need to get back into that. And I write it down every week. You guys know this. And then I just don't make it a priority. I forget about it, or I'll be like, oh, I'm about to eat, so I'll do it after. And then I don't. So I'm thinking of doing a challenge for that. Yeah. So, okay. So that's that. And here's my week at a glance. So AM routine, 9 a.m. every day. That's the goal. Calls Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday. So those are my 4 days because Wednesday I'm going to the office. We have from 12 to 2, 6 personal perspectives. I've only gone to this once and it was years ago and it's so good. It's basically mapping out how to go from like just, you know, when you work for yourself, like it's just a job versus being very purposeful. And again, my whole mindset for this year is pretend I'm a new agent again, because the more experience you are in something, even though you're passionate about what you're doing and you love it, you can still get complacent, right? And there's something to be said about that newbie hustle when you don't have anything established yet and you're hustling your little heart out to make things happen. And that's my kind of focus this year. So I'm going to go. Tyler has not been to that, so he wants to go. So I'm like, I'm going to go to that because it's been, I think I went to it my first 2 years. So it's been years. So anyways, so I know that I'm not going to do calls beforehand. It's just, I know myself, it's just not going to happen. So that's why I have my calls those days. 411 with Tyler. And then I have in here, I meant to do, the goal here is to do dinner prep. And that's another thing that I'm working on is dinner prep, starting my dinner prep earlier so that we can eat by 6 o'clock, because we have a bad habit of eating at like 8 o'clock at night because Ryan and we're just workers, right? Like once we get into a groove, it's hard for us to stop. And I have to say that's one thing I find really annoying. It's getting hungry. It's like, oh, I'm in such a flow here. I don't want to stop and go prepare food, because then once I do that, I can't get back into that rhythm and that, you know what I mean? The flow that I had, I can't get back into it once I'm separated from it for a while. So anyways, yeah, so getting into the habit, unless I have showings and appointments and things like that, but this is like a picture perfect, right? So starting dinner prep at 5 o'clock for Ryan and I, and then eating by 6. So by 6:30, we're done eating. So that's the goal. Anyways, so have that in there, and then eating dinner at 6. Yeah, so not a lot planned this week apart from the 6 personal perspectives. We will see how the week goes as far as appointments and, you know, with clients and things like that. I need to print February inserts because I will be at the office on Wednesday. So I need to print them that day. And then I just realized I need to write that on Wednesday. Print inserts. And I need to bring paper because the paper that's provided at work in the printer is awful paper. like, I like this really soft paper, like my fountain pen just glides on it and it doesn't bleed through. But the paper at the office is awful. It's just, of course, it's like cheap, you know, office printer paper. Anyways, okay. So then the Toronto Stationery Show is Saturday, so I thought that needed a sticker. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'll be sure. Last year I did a vlog, and then I did film a haul. So I will do that again if you guys are interested in that. Yeah, let me know. If you'd like to know what the Toronto Stationery Show is all about, I'm happy to do that. Okay, so that's that. And then I just, so inserts, and then on the first of every month, I change my contact lenses. That way it's easy to remember, but I don't always remember. And then I'll be like, why are my eyes hurting? Or why do, you know, my contacts feel dry? It's like, wait, when's the last time I changed them? Because they're disposable. I'm supposed to change them every 30 days. So yeah, I have it in my calendars. I need to write it down, change contacts. And then this is a good day to purchase our Popeye stuff because I don't have anything scheduled. Friday is a good day to work on our blog. I'm going to do my calls, and then that's going to be blog stuff, and that's it. So hopefully this is how things pan out. And then this is pretty blank. I just put the tasks in there, and then the non-negotiables, 411, and that. But everything else is open for me to write in how my week actually ends up. Okay. That's my plan with me for the week of January 29th. I hope that was enjoyable for you and helpful to help you in your planning style and planning routine. I know I love watching how people plan, even though I feel like I have my system down to a science, and it's taken me years to kind of perfect my system. But I still will get ideas from other people's, how they plan. So I hope this provided you some tips. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're new here, I hope you will consider liking and subscribing for more planning content. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week ahead, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.